Hey everyone, Matt from Workshop Tinkers here again. Today, another sharpening video. This one's going to be what I consider the easiest sharpening thing you can possibly do. Axes, hatchets, whatever, mauls, same thing. They all have a very large, very rough cutting edge, and they all sharpen basically the same way. Now, what you need to sharpen these are some sort of file. I'm going to use this bastard file. It's got, it's a double hatch on both sides. So it's the same on both sides. You can use single hatch. You can use whatever file you want. Here's another one. Would work just. Actually, it's the same one. But anyways, this is just from Harbor Freight. Watch my Harbor Freight video. Hear my thoughts about that. But it works. So, just like any sharpening video, the tricky part is find the correct angle and sharpen to that angle. If you can see, I'm not 100% sure if you can. Let's see if I can get it here. So this is a Harbor Freight hatchet. It's not that great, but I've sharpened it. I've sharpened it several times, but you can see the two sides aren't even. This one is very clean cut. This one's actually a better side than that one. Let's see if I can see it. So see where it's reflecting there. But you want it to look like that if you can. That's partially because I screwed up on this side, and partially because there's a lump in the metal there. I didn't feel like fixing it for real. But how you sharpen all these, you take a file, maybe eventually a stone. I use both on them, and you just follow the edge. So let me show you how to do that. I clamp it to my table. You can use a vise. You can just hold it between your knees. I've seen people do that. You can hold it in your hand and just like this work on it. I don't like this because I always get my knuckles with the file. But here, let me move the camera. Let me move the hatchet, get it clamped down. I'll show you how I sharpen it. Okay, I'm going to try to get this from a couple of different angles. So I've clamped this with the wrong side up. Go figure. Trying to get it so you can see it. There we go. Now the clamp is just to hold it in place. I should put a second one right there. As I said, you could freehand this. You can do whatever you want. So what I do, how I was taught, is you start from the back. So this hand back here, and you push forward. Remember, files are single directional. Push. Only push. So you find the angle. This one's off. This one's actually a little shallow. So I'm going to do is just push. That. So, as I was saying, let's get some nice fresh scratches in there. Now, what your goal is this entire cutting surface should get polished at a single time. And you can tell, see, okay, right here. You can tell, got shiny here and got shiny here. Both sides, so there's a hollow in the center, or my stone's not flat. I haven't checked in a long time. Here, let me see if I can demonstrate that a little bit better. It's not quite how I'm wanting it to show. Okay. Let's see if this shows a little bit better what I'm talking about. So when you have it done right, there you see, right there. It's going the whole way front to back, front to back. Right there. There you go. See? Now, the question is for axes, you don't really need to get this fine on it, depending on what you're using it for. I would actually go finer on a hatchet because I use it to remove bark and stuff, but this is Harbor Freight. The metal's not good enough. Go figure. Go as rough as you want, just leave it with the nasty marks, or you can go up through a polish. All up to you. It's all about getting the correct angle and having the correct cutting and polishing implements to get it to the correct angle. So you'll see this in every single video with sharpening. It's more about how to get it to a fresh edge with removing as little material as possible and using the correct tools. And some things you have to just give up on. Hatchets you can actually grind off the edge and put a whole new edge on it completely. But you can do if it gets chipped too badly that you can't just sharpen it out, you want it completely fresh, or say it goes flat and you want it rounded again. I actually have done that with this one. I've done it with another one of my axes. The tricky part is if you use power tools, either a grinder or sander or something, don't get it too hot. You don't want it to go blue, as it'll lose its temper, and then you just got soft metal. But that's the gist of it, so thanks for watching. See you next time.